Grand Rising, everybody. I want to be very, very clear about something. The fact that there's black women out there and black dudes out there talking about we need to support this black woman. You can miss me with all of that. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people out there, black men and black women, that will feel the way that I'm getting ready to express. We already made the mistake of voting blindly for Barack Obama because we saw him as a black man. He was pushing hope and everything like that. I can admit that I supported him twice. I've actually had conversations with people who supported him once and they learned their lesson, but I did it twice. But in this instance, they keep pushing this woman to be a black woman, how we got to support our own, when she is not a black woman. Period. Our people are this illusion of validation boggles my mind. If you want to support her because she's a woman, cool. But do not throw a black woman in front of that because she's not that. Her father was born in Jamaica, but his lineage is Hindu and Irish. Same way Elon Musk is from South Africa, but he a white dude born in South Africa on the continent of Africa. He's not African. Stop it. Like, come on now. This shit is getting on my damn nerves. It's getting on my nerves because people want this so bad. And I ask you, for what? Why do you get so excited when you see someone who looks like you? But in this instance, she's shown and told you exactly who she is. And I learned at a very early age, when a person tells you who they are, believe them. She has a video on a cooking show with an Indian chick, and the Indian chick said, did you know Kamala Harris was Indian? Oh, I didn't know that. Or what, talking to somebody else. And Kamala Harris was like, yeah, Kamala Harris didn't check her and say, no, I'm also black. She ain't do that. When she made that video expressing how she's the first, she's the vice president and she's the first of South Asian descent and talked about her Indian heritage. When was she talking about her father? Never. She talks about her father's side when it's convenient, but people are neglecting that he even says who he is. But people want to keep talking about we got to protect our black women and all that with her. She's not one of us. In no way. And it's sad that y'all reaching for this so bad. Why? And when we start talking about numbers and everything like that and popularity and what she's done, her record is trash. It's no getting around that. Whether it's as vice president, when certain things that she was supposed to do, when she speaks as vice president, the image that she portrays, all of this, everything. Then when you go back to her record in California, it's not good. It is not good. So if she ran in 2019 or 2020, whenever it was, why was she the first candidate to drop out? Because nobody wanted to vote for her, as proven that she had 844 votes. And you expect the culture to get her to 80 plus million? Stop it. Miss me with that. Because of what you haven't realized is all the groups that she's alienated. She's alienated 18 to 24-year-olds by calling them stupid. She's alienated our people by basically what she's done in her record in California, especially men. She's alienated parents out there in California with the truancy law that she was so adamant about. Nobody is talking about. They can scrub the internet all they want of whatever they want to scrub. But guess what? The truth is there. And people are waking the hell up. And I don't want to hear about nothing misogynist or racist or whatever when it comes to this. If you are running for the president of the United States, you are open to every bit of scrutiny that you're supposed to get. Good, bad, or indifferent. And your record is your record. And I said this, and people are glossing over this too. Donald Trump has been campaigning since he has put his name in the hat years ago. We ain't talking about 4 years ago. I'm talking about before. So his base is his base. You can't even say anything about Trump anymore because the stuff gets repetitive because he's been on the campaign trail for so long. Now you have someone who has never campaigned before. Ever. If she's never campaigned before and she got 4 months to do this, every single thing she's ever done is going to be put on Front Street, and you have to accept it because it's par for the course. Call it even across the board. She's not perfect by any means. Her record is her record. Stop denying it. Stop acting like she's the best thing since sliced bread, because guess what? It's a bunch of women out there that ain't voting for her. It's a bunch of black women that ain't voting for her. Don't sit there and start calling people names and all that shit, because that's not what it's about. It's about a job, people applying for the job, which one is going to be best for the job. Look at what she votes for. Look at what she stands for. Because one thing about this, and I know that any parent would agree with this, any parent out there would agree with school choice. If you have to send your child to a school where there's always something going on negatively and you have the opportunity to send them to a different school, you would jump on it. That is school choice. Guess what? She's not for that. Trump is. I live in Douglasville, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. And I know that the way that their policy is with voting and being affiliated with a party and all that other shit, it's a little different. When I get off this phone right here making this video, I'm getting ready to go to the Secretary of State's website, and I'm going to make sure that I am a registered Republican so that I can make sure that in this coming election, I'm going to be able to vote Republican. And I have no shame in that, because guess what? When you start talking about policies or just having things in common and everything like that, people always want to talk about red and blue and this shit, this, that, whatever. Listen, if you have a conversation with someone who's a Republican, if you happen to be a Democrat, 9 times out of 10, y'all will agree on 80 to 85% of the same exact shit. The 15% is where the difference is, but the media and everything like that, they want to always focus on that like that's the biggest things. No. That 80% is what should matter. That 15% y'all can communicate with, and a lot of times you can agree to disagree. But they don't do that. And I know for me, the values that are out there that are being pushed by a particular party, I am totally against. I'm a man. I'm a proud, melanated man in this country, indigenous to this damn country. And guess what? I stand to make sure that I protect and provide, especially protecting children and women. That's not going to change. And there is one party that does that, and that is actually the Republican Party, and I stand with them all day long for that alone. Do I agree with everything? Of course not. The same way that I didn't agree with everything on the Democratic side. But whatever has happened in the past few years, the Democratic side has went so far, I'm not even going to say left. They don't went buck wild on certain issues, and it's a shame because they want to be so inclusive with everybody. No, it doesn't work like that. I applaud the Supreme Court with certain decisions that they've made because it brings issues and things back to the states. That means that you, whoever you are, on what side of the aisle that you're on, you have to get more involved in local politics to make these decisions, so you're not letting even the local politics on the state level make those decisions. So for every brother out there, for every sister out there, if they want to talk shit about you saying who you going to vote for, who gives a damn? Let them go ahead and make that same mistake so they can get nothing in return. And I'm so sick of people pandering for our vote and we never get anything in return. So the next step is we got to start holding these politicians accountable, and we need to start voting in public servants. That way we can get things done. And the last thing I'm going to say is, in this upcoming election, top of the ticket, it is what it is. Make sure you vote every single incoming congressman out. It's time to get fresh blood and start all over. Use the hashtag New Congress, hashtag Vote Them Out, hashtag We the People, and hashtag 435 Fired. Let's get it.